Hello, welcome to the Spiritful Devotional Weekly Show. This is a platform where we talk about our experiences, our lessons, our thoughts, and our reviews on the Spiritful Devotional. This is a platform where we find out how much the Spiritful Devotional is impacting lives all over the world. I have a special guest here. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you, Pastor Onyeka.
Sir, can we know your name?
My name is Victor Gilbert.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Gilbert. We do not take your coming here for granted.
My pleasure, ma'am.
So I'd like to know, how much have you been reading the Spiritful Devotional?
I've been reading the Spiritful Devotional since January 2023.
But were you reading when we had our soft copies on?
Yeah, definitely.
And then you became a fan before?
Yeah, I was so excited when we had the hard copy because it was easier for me to give my friends and also my loved ones.
Oh, beautiful. So talking about friends and loved ones, have you had people who you gifted the devotional give you feedbacks?
Sure.
So what has it been like?
For everyone I gave the Spiritful Devotional as a gift, they come back the second time to ask me how far the devotional is out.
Okay.
Yeah. It has been a great blessing to a lot of persons.
Okay, that's good.
And I've been getting positive feedbacks on how it has been an encouragement to them, their careers, their businesses, even their academics.
That's good.
Devotional kind of touches everyone from
every aspect of life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So how do you keep up with your devotional, reading it every day? Maybe when you have to rush to work, you have to do some things. How do you fix it into your schedules?
Yeah, so the devotional, I kind of make it a priority.
Okay.
I read before I touch my phone whenever I wake up, because I know once I get to my phone, I would have something.
Okay.
So, and before then, I'm already rushing to work.
Okay.
So I read first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Or if I don't meet up that morning, maybe I woke up late, I just go straight to, I open the page and read it on my way to work or anywhere.
So what do you have to say to people who read their devotional only on Sundays? You know there are people like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're missing a lot. It's called the Spiritful Devotional. Like those persons, my question is, you eat only on Sunday? Yeah, so your spirit deserves to eat every day.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're missing a lot, my brother.
Like, because I actually come across people who say they've not even gotten this edition of the devotional. Okay, and I'm like, today is 3rd of December and you've not even read the whole of November. Like what have you been reading actually?
You know, people can be very interested.
Yes.
Even for those persons, I just try to kind of follow up. That's why most times when I give some persons, I try to get their contact and make sure at the end of the month, if they don't give me a feedback, I have to go back and tell you.
Find out
because the spirit is willing, but the flesh can be weak.
Yes, very true. So this is time for us to hear from our correspondents. Let's hear from our people who have been reading the Spiritful Devotional from all over the world. Let's hear what they have to say about this week's topics on our Spiritful Devotional.
Hello again, CDI Nation. My name is Sandra, reading our Spiritful Devotional from Canada. And today is Monday, 27th November 2023. Our topic is discontinue with the normal. Our text was taken from Philippians 2 verse 13. For God works in you to will and to do of his good pleasure. In today's devotional, we discover that so many of us have gotten so used to mediocrity and the average life. Some even go on social media to chase clouds and chase shadows, searching for things that do not matter. It is time to rewrite that narrative because God expects so much from us. Let's remember that God has deposited in every one of us the capacity to accomplish great things, to take giant strides for his kingdom. And so it is time to get done with whatever it is that doesn't matter in life. Let's find that purpose. Let's pick up that dream and work at it and be diligent in it and watch God cause us to stand out in everything we do. No more wishful thinking, no more regrets, no more empty regrets whatsoever. Don't forget, as Pastor will always say, there is a man you are, there is a man you ought to be, and there is a man you still can be. Stay blessed.
Hello CDI Nation, my name is Nigel from the United Kingdom, and I'm going to be talking about our devotional for the 28th of November 2023. The topic was prayer and character, and the anchor scripture Genesis 39:7-9. One of the first things that came to my mind studying this devotional was what Pastor would always say about if you're finding anything difficult to do, if you're struggling with anything, you should take it to God in prayer, because prayer makes obedience easy. Character is formed in the place of prayer. Prayer is powerful. Nothing provokes the supernatural like prayer. Prayer works wonders. Prayer makes a feeble man strong. And prayer makes you stand on the same page with God. You should pray, because standing on the same page with God is a big deal. Bye.
And our spiritual devotional says, don't be in a haste. And our text is from Proverbs 28:20. A faithful man will be richly blessed, but one eager to get rich will not go unpunished. And Pastor said there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. I was just pondering about that, and the next thing I saw was nothing worthwhile ever happens in a hurry. Your success has less to do with speed and more to do with timing and direction. And Pastor will always tell us that a man with direction is far better than a man with speed. So while I was reading down, I saw this statement that says you will never be what you ought to be until you are doing what you ought to be doing. So powerful. He said you will never be what you ought to be until you are doing what you ought to be doing. So it's not just all about being in a haste, but it's actually doing what you ought to be doing. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Vivian. I'm from Sijayapa, and our devotional for today says conformity, an enemy of growth. Our anchor scripture is taken from the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 1-2. One striking statement that got my attention in today's devotional is that it is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. As Christians, we are here for a reason. There is a purpose why God created us, that we should walk according to that purpose which God has created us. We should not join the crowd to do what they are doing. Don't say because this person is doing this, so therefore I should also do it. No.
Hi, my name is Daniel Ndukwe from CDI Abuja. First of all, if you don't have a copy of this book, here's me telling you you're missing a lot. Take for example our daily devotional reading for today, 1st of December 2023. It says, success is never a surprise. What caught my attention about today's reading is, start every task thinking of how to do it better than it has ever been done before. In other words, do the right thing regardless of what every other person is thinking. So I don't know why you still be missing out on your daily devotional. This is a daily dose of encouragement for men of vision. If you want to go far in life, I assure you, you need a daily dose of this.
Welcome back. Happy new month. Welcome to December. Pastor said it's our month of Thanksgiving. Powerful. Pastor said we should make a list of the persons that have been blessings to us in this year, and I had to go back to say thank you to a lot of persons. So I encourage you, this is our month of Thanksgiving. Be grateful to God for all the benefits. The fact that you are alive today is a big testimony. So we're going to be taking up from Saturday, the 2nd of December 2023, and I would like to hear what our brother Gilbert has to say about Saturday's devotional.
Yeah, so Saturday's devotional, like every other day, is loaded.
Okay.
But this particular day is very interesting for me. The topic says, quit the blame game.
Okay.
And the Bible verse was taken from John 5 verse 7.
Okay.
It's the story about the man at the pool of Bethesda. See that? Something interesting happened there. Jesus came to the pool of Bethesda and asked him, do you want to get well? His reply wasn't a yes or
a
no.
No.
He said, I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me. That's John 5 verse 7.
Okay.
And this is very peculiar to people and visionaries. I think this explains why most visions do not get
fulfilled. Yes.
Because people tend to magnify their excuses. Why are you not applying for the job? They can tell you, I don't have connection.
Yes.
So sometimes people tend to make excuses a habit, like giving excuses a habit. That's why some think life is not fair
to them.
Yeah. And
like their life should have been better if they were coming from a rich background.
If they were coming from a rich background.
I had a classmate like that. He was always angry. Like,
yeah.
If we're being maybe chased for school fees, you say it's not because my father did not make money when other parents were making money. And then he failed to understand that some persons were actually paying their school fees as students.
Yeah,
and it actually holds people back.
Yeah.
The notion that I'm not as lucky as
other persons.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it's that's why I say the spiritual devotional opens our eyes to a lot of things.
Okay.
Some can be making excuses. Simple question, yes or no.
And you said, I have
nobody. Why are you not doing this? I don't have. So what Pastor somewhere here, Pastor said. So someone may be asking, how do I go about it? Because it's already a habit.
Okay.
When we look at verse 8, Jesus didn't tell the man to, I'm so sorry.
Let me put you inside the water.
Let me put you inside the water. Jesus just told him, get up and walk.
Yes.
So for anybody who has made excuses and a habit, Jesus is telling you today through the spiritual devotional, get up and walk.
That those things you think are your excuses are not actually your excuses.
Yeah.
You can rise against the odds.
You can rise against the odds.
And then Pastor also said that fulfilling vision requires an against all odds mindset. Because the odds are there, definitely. The odds will always be there.
Yeah.
But you have to also understand that the people who have excelled in that field, they had the same odds.
Yeah,
they were faced with the same challenges.
Yeah. When we interact with people that are already at the peak of where we want to be, you find out that they had reasons not to be there.
Yes.
But part of the virtues of a visionary is resilience.
Yes.
Seeing the mountain, and you have Christ in you, seeing the mountain and just walking through it and commanding it to be moved, to be moved for your sake, and it will be moved.
Powerful topic. So quit the blame game. If you're watching us right now and you're giving excuses, you're blaming the economy, you're blaming your family, you're blaming the background. Some persons even blame God. You know, right?
Yeah.
There's nobody to be blamed. Your life is in your hands right now. So you have to understand that it is your responsibility to make something good out of your life. Stop blaming anybody. Look up to God and you will find the solution that you need. So let's read our devotional for today, Sunday, the 3rd of December, 2023. The topic says, keep at it. And the text is taken from Luke chapter 18 from verse 35 to 39. Then it happened, as he was coming near Jericho, that a certain blind man sat by the road begging. And hearing a multitude passing by, he asked what it meant. So they told him that Jesus of Nazareth was passing by. And he cried out, saying, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. Then those who went before warned him that he should be quiet. But he cried out all the more, Son of David, have mercy on me. Pastor is saying, when you are persistent, you know it, and so does everyone around you. Never give up on what you really know you should do, because failure is waiting on the path of least persistence. Powerful. Imagine that this blind man had kept quiet when he was asked to. He wouldn't have received his sight. He kept calling out to Jesus until he was heard and sent for.
The second paragraph here says, we need to be people of strong wills and not strong wounds. Big shots are only little shots that keep shooting, and persistence is simply enjoying the distance between the bet and the fulfillment of your vision. Wow. There is no God-given vision that can't be actualized. The problem is that people tend to give up when it becomes rocky or stormy, not knowing how close they were to becoming who they were meant to be.
That's powerful. Okay, the third paragraph says, keep pushing that vision or dream or business, and no matter how little the progress it is, make sure you don't settle for less. You are a voice to be heard. Success is found by holding on long after others have let go. This is powerful. I think this is my best line.
Yeah.
Success is found by holding on long after others have let go. Decide what you want and stay with it. Don't deviate no matter how long it takes. Powerful. Let's take our confession. My vision is intact. It can never be said of me that I got frustrated. No stopping halfway. My strength is renewed daily. My health is intact. And diseases has no place in my body. In Jesus' name. Amen. Powerful topic. So, Brother Gilbert, what did you learn from today's topic?
And that when you are learned from this particular topic, is the
persistence factor, right?
Yeah, the persistence factor.
Okay.
Says keep pushing that vision or that dream or business, no matter how little the progress is. Make sure you don't settle for less.
That's good. Powerful.
The takeaway for me is have the big picture in mind and make a progress daily, no matter how little. Keep taking a step towards that vision daily. As long as you are in the right direction, there is a guarantee that you are certainly going to get there. It's just a matter of time and persistence.
So you know that there are some persons that are actually very persistent, but they don't fulfill their vision. I think it's also right to add the touch of the Spirit.
Yeah, that's where divine direction is also an important factor in vision fulfillment. Most times when in cases like that, it could be that the person is working fast in the wrong direction.
Yes.
And that's where the need of a spiritual counsel, a pastoral counsel and guidance comes in, to be sure that you're on the right path.
That you're pursuing what you're supposed to pursue. That's good. So we're going to be calling it a wrap on this week's edition of our Spiritual Devotional. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for viewing, and we encourage you to read your devotional. If you have a copy of the Spiritual Devotional, make reading a habit. It is usage that guarantees efficiency. So if you'd like to join us on the show, you can call the number of your screen. If you'd like to get copies of the Spiritual Devotional for your friends, for your family, it's Christmas. We're in a season of love, so you can get copies for people, give them, feed their spirits. Don't give somebody rice and you don't feed their spirits. You're not actually helping the person today. So we encourage you to drop your comments, drop your reviews, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us across our social media platforms. We're going to be seeing you again next week. Have a lovely day.
Follow me. I know they complain, 'cause I said to my